Northwest Derby, the Northwest Derby. Hello guys, how you doing? Hope you had a great day. Hope you're getting ready for all the football this weekend. By the time you get this, Saturday's coming through, already gone. Sunday's getting ready for the Northwest Derby. Now, I'm not taking away from the rest of the games in the league that there's some massive games this weekend in the Premier League and worldwide. But the Northwest Derby is one of the biggest derbies in Britain for sure, and it's one of the oldest derbies in the world as well. Let me just tell you, it has a lot to do between Merseyside and Manchester. Okay, a lot to do with it. The main derby is Manchester taking on Liverpool, which is Man United and Liverpool. Some may say Manchester City and Everton have a bit of a rivalry too. I don't know so much about that one. But anyway, this one we're looking at the big Northwest Derby. We're going to talk about Liverpool Man United. The first time they met was April the 28th, 1894. Liverpool won 2-0. First game, they're off and running. They're winning 2-0. The latest game was last year, August 22nd, and Manchester United won 2-1. Close game and a little bit of an edgy game, but that's what it brings out. Like, it brings out the best and the worst in both teams. I expect a fiery occasion. I think there's going to be a lot of passion in this game. I'm going to give you my prediction at the end of this one. But this is what we're talking about right now, is Liverpool taking on Man United at Anfield. It's going to be an absolute barn burner. It's what I live and die for, games like this. Right now, I'm wearing a Man United shirt, the black Man United shirt, the shirt that I believe Roy Keane was sent off for kicking a fan at Crystal Palace. Lovely black Man United shirt. I'll wear a Liverpool shirt here pretty soon. That's very rare. So Liverpool fans, get ready for that. In fact, soccer fans, get ready for the next shirt I wear. I'm going to wear a few here, but the next one I'm wearing on this video is going to be a Liverpool shirt, a very special one. You'll see it. I'll explain it when it gets here. But latest meeting, like I said, 2-1 to Man United, August 22nd last year. Total meetings between these two, 210 meetings. Now, who do you think's won the most games? Well, I'll tell you, there's been 58 draws. 58 draws out of 210. So that kind of leaves you guessing right now, yeah? Man United's won 83 and Liverpool's won 70 so far from 210 games. Which player has played the most amount of games, do you think? Take a look at this guy, Ryan Giggs. Ryan's played 48 times for Man United in the Northwest Derby. That's an amazing amount of games for one person. 48 times from 210. And you've got to think, just for one, Manchester United has been going since 1878, just for an example. And he's played 48 times from 210. That's staggering. Most amount of goals? Who do you think that is? Think of someone who's got a lot of goals recently. Big striker. Super Mo Salah. Excuse me, Mo Salah. Yeah, 10 goals total on the Northwest Derby. That's the most anybody's ever scored. And what you really want to know now is who had the biggest scoreline ever. Well, this will interest you. It was Liverpool 7, Newton Heath 1. And Newton Heath was the original name of Manchester United, and that was October 12th, 1895. October 12th, 2 days before my birthday. No, not 1895. I'm not that old. Well, not yet, anyway. So let's get into this. We'll start talking a little bit more great stuff, but let's move it along. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. And remember, like, subscribe, and like, hit the button, and get ready for this massive Northwest Derby, because if you're a Scouser or if you're a Manc, this is what you live every year for. Get ready for the next shirt. You're going to love it. All right there, Wack. All right there, Wack. All right, Stevie G. Here we go. A lovely, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stand up for this one. A lovely Liverpool shirt, yeah? How about that? Look at that. This is a very special Liverpool shirt, and it's the centenary shirt. It's what they wore for the 100th year. That was 1992. And that was the year that the Premier League started. So here's a lovely Liverpool shirt for all you Liverpool fans. Yeah. The 100th year shirt. The literal centenary shirt. Try find this shirt. Try find it online. This one is in perfect condition. Absolute perfect condition. But got to say, Liverpool, Man United, Liverpool 1892, Man United 1906. Take a look at these two pictures. You'll love it. It's not the teams of today, but it's the teams of yesteryear. Again, Liverpool 1892. Take a look at the guys. And Manchester United back in 1905. Be back straight after this. Didn't they look lovely, eh? Check out the shorts and the shirts. Can you imagine how heavy they were? And you can see the boots they were wearing as well. You know what? They were more like pit boots, clog boots, army boots was what they used to look like in the shirts. Full cotton, no stretchy. And you get a handful of that, you're either going to rip it or you're going to rip your nails right off because cotton, man. I tell you what, there's no give in them shirts. But yeah, fantastic. Now, there were two major super bot managers. And before we say anything, there were a few other decent managers for both Liverpool and for both Manchester United. But I'm going to look at just two. Now, on Liverpool's side, we're going to look at, just briefly, just name one of the greatest managers that Liverpool ever had. Take a picture, take a look, and that's the one and only Bill Shankly. And here's another lovely shirt, this time from Manchester United, the 90s edition. I always liked that outfit. I thought it was fantastic. But the manager we're going to highlight for you now from Manchester United is undoubtedly the one and only Sir Alex Ferguson. So there you go, the one and only Sir Alex Ferguson. Great manager for Manchester United. Brilliant times. Got to say, a couple of little pointers here just to keep you interested. Both Liverpool and Man United, get this, you'll never believe it, but it's true. They've both won 67 trophies each. But on the all-time head-to-head, 83 wins for United, 70 for Liverpool. Now, something else you might not know. Like other clubs around the world, sometimes clubs do not want to sell players from their club to your club, because you're a rival, a big rival. Think of the Celtic, the Rangers, the Barcelona, Real Madrid. You could think of other clubs around the world too, AC Milan, Inter Milan. You get what I'm saying. Well, with this one, players between Liverpool and Manchester United. Not one player directly has gone from Man United to Liverpool or from Liverpool to Manchester United in a transfer, since 1964. Wow. And that was Phil Chisnell, and that was £25,000 back in the day. But no player has gone from Man U to Liverpool or Liverpool to Man U since 1964. And prior to 1964, only 8 players ever made that trip since 1912 all the way to 1964. So as you can see, not many players get to traverse across from one or the other. Now, another shirt change coming. We're going to look at the game coming through, and I'm going to talk about what I feel is coming on this game and who I feel is going to win and why. Let's get a look at it. Before we get into the game, we should probably take a look at the lineups. And by the way, just showing you this one, this is a lovely white Man United shirt. I'm going to stand up before we get to the lineups, but this is a lovely shirt, and I love this one because it's Chicharito. Let's get into the game with another shirt change. But now it's down to the game and predicting what's going to happen at Anfield. Oh, yeah. Keep the red flag flying high, because Man United never die. Thought I'd get that in there. And you know what? You're going to hear fans from Liverpool sing, "You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone." Glory, Man United. Anyway, it's going to be a fantastic day. Forgive me as I'm getting a little bit buzzed for the game, but I tell you what, I do live for the big matches. And Liverpool, Man United, I mean, does it get any bigger? Anyway, you just looked at Sabutio, guys, and there's the starting lineups. Don't they look cute, eh, Sabutio? A game I've loved for a long time. Played it as a kid. Fantastic. Was talking about Sabutio to another guy the other day, and, well, there you go. That's what we've got on the show, the new lineups. So, looking at the game itself, let's go one of two ways. Let's start with Liverpool first of all. It's been a rotten season for the Scousers, but it's been a season that you could have expected. Let's be honest about it. No shockers here. Mane left, and the engine room is void. The ship is really imbalanced. They brought players in, and thankfully not at the rate of Chelsea, but they brought players in that really need time to gel. Núñez is showing signs, but it's still really not there, right? Gakpo needs time to get into it and really feel comfortable. Neither of those two guys, for my money, are really firing on all four cylinders. You know, they're still stuttering. In defence, it's been a bit of a labour of injuries and attrition and changing, and it's not been a steady ship. Alexander Arnold, is he really a defender? He'd be far better playing midfield because he gets caught out so many times on the defence, and that could be where Man United do excel on the weekend, is to go right down the left side and excel on him, 2-on-1 with him. And I think Garnacho, if he's given the reins, will just tear him up. We'll get to that in a bit. But Liverpool right now, defensively frail compared to the team they were. I know they've got Van Dijk and he's coming back, and Ruud Gullit is ripping him to bits in the press, but Liverpool's not the team they were. I've said this for a couple of weeks now and a couple of months now and a year nearly, that they're not the team they were. Mane left, like I told you. The harmony's never been there. Mo Salah is not the player he was, nor does he look happy, nor does he look like he's got the mojo that he had. Yes, he can turn it on at any given day because he's a proud guy, but he's not the player he was. He's a little older too, and that's the thing about Liverpool. It's gotten old. It's really gotten old very fast all of a sudden. But you could see it coming. Look, when you don't capitalise and win championships and lose finals, you have to ask yourself why. You've come to a pinnacle, you've hit your ceiling, and that's where you're going to start to come down. And ever since the Champions League final, Liverpool really haven't been the team that they could have been in lots of people's minds. And even the pundits, you know, Jamie Carragher, bless him. He's so biased and one-track ponied. It's unbelievable. But you've got to come to the realization that the shelf date, the sell-by date, the eating when it's fresh, it's over with Liverpool. And you can add one or two players into this team, but I don't think for a second that it fixes it at all. I think Liverpool really is now on a decline, and it'll take them 2 to 3 years to spin it around to get back to the title challenging aspect of life, which is where they should be. Has it been a mismanagement? It probably is. But it's not the guys on the field's fault. It's the guys upstairs, and it's also the coaching crew as well. And you've got to say, after a certain amount of time, people stop listening to the coach. Have the players stop listening to Jurgen Klopp? Is he getting old? Is it getting boring? Is it getting old? Is it getting boring? I think there's a good thing in there. Probably sooner or later, they're going to split. End of the season would be a good sign. But in this game, can Liverpool get past Man United? Yeah, they can. They really can. If they fire on all cylinders, it could be a home win for the Reds of Liverpool. But I don't really see them dominating the game, and I don't see the creativity hitting too. And I don't see the work rate. See, there's the key issue with Liverpool right now. That amazing work rate from 2-3 years ago isn't there anymore. That brotherhood isn't there anymore. Now, when you start talking about Man United, they're going on the road. Doesn't matter where they play. They fall on their own sword. It's either a self-made error in defence, or maybe a howler by De Gea, possibly. Not all the time, but it does happen. Or a self-made defence, maybe Maguire. It happens. Recently, he was the one that cost United a goal with his inability to read the play. I tell you what, Man United need to offload Maguire as fast as possible. Not unceremoniously, but he is not the grade they need. You know why? It's mental with him. It's not physical. It's not that he can't do the job. He can't keep the pace. It's he don't think quick enough. He's like an elephant turning really slowly. And then he realizes where he should be going, and he should be going that way. So what am I saying? I'm saying that he is not mentally fit for Man United's team or the program that Erik ten Hag is building, because you've got to be fast on your feet, fast with your brain, and quick interchanging. It's all about moving and managing the ball all over the field and groupings together. It's all about little triangles. It's the basics of the game that Erik ten Hag has brought to Man United. But it's the simplicity that is making it work for Man United. Now, on the day, you expect Liverpool to be the team that attack and bring the impetus and the emphasis on Manchester United's goal, especially when they're hitting the cop end. There will be moments of glory for Liverpool where they do get behind and really do create something, but I don't think that the creativity is going to give them too much. Thus, when they do create, which is going to be rare, They're going to have to hit the net. They're going to have to execute like never before this season to get a win against Man United, because United are not going to give anything away. And as you've seen recently with Manchester United, they have a habit of coming back and winning games. West Ham in midweek, losing 1-0, came back, win 3-1. Point taken? Absolutely. Liverpool need to worry that if they do get an early goal, it might actually fire United up to another level. Danger signs for Liverpool come from Garnacho and Fernandes, the wide side. They're the ones that are going to create it for Man United. Absolutely. And don't forget, Weghorst is playing that deeper role, which is allowing Rashford more space. And it's actually, Weghorst has become the battering ram in behind a silky, amazing finisher in Marcus Rashford. I can see Rashford scoring. But if Liverpool use the physical body, which Van Dijk and possibly Matic can, then maybe Mr. Rashford doesn't have the great day at Anfield that we're all thinking. On the end of the day, I'm looking for tic-tac-toe moves through midfield, through the final third for Man United. I think on the day you expect Liverpool to win it. But I think on the actual flow and the momentum, which is relentless right now from the Manchester team, I think that you really can see Man United getting a road win. I think at least United go in there looking for the draw, although Liverpool needs to be looking for the win. But I think you've got to say Man United right now looking for the draw possibly could get the win. Scorelines. I think if Liverpool win, it's a 2-1. And I think it's a 2-1 possibly where right down to the death, they are literally defending for their lives. It could be that great game that turns the season around for Liverpool with a comeback 2-1 win where, like I say, they're defending for their lives. The other way around is that my worry for Liverpool is that the weakness that they've shown in the heart of their team, not necessarily the back line, not necessarily just the finishing, but in midfield, the weak link in Liverpool is between them two lines, defence and forward. The midfield, to me, is the weakest it's been for quite some time. I'm not being rude, but I think that's where this game is going to be won. It will be a midfield game of attrition, and I think the skills and the sharps, especially from Casemiro, will be enough to override the midfield battle to then dictate where the offensive plays go. One thing is for sure, Man United will get chances, as will Liverpool. He who blows the chances loses the game. That's what I'm saying. Scorelines 2-1 Liverpool, 2, maybe 3-1 Man United. Get into that, enjoy it, come back for the post game, and I tell you what, I can't be hanging around here. I'm absolutely buzzing for this game, and it only comes around 2 times a year. And right now, it's about bragging rights, and Liverpool need to turn the season around. And a big win here pushes Man United closer and closer and staying in touch with Manchester City for second spot. It's not about winning the league for Man United this year. It's about getting second spot. And if they can pip Manchester City into second for automatic Champions League, that will be an amazing accomplishment by Erik ten Hag, the coach, who's making Man United look like Liverpool of 5 years ago. Okay, guys, get ready for the game. Enjoy all the games on the weekend, but get ready for the Northwest Derby. Liverpool taking on Manchester United at Anfield. It's going to be absolutely electric. Every second is going to be worth watching. And if you're a Liverpool fan or a Man United fan or even the greatest EPL fan in the world, comment down below and tell me what the scoreline's going to be, because I told you what I'm thinking. What are you thinking? Have a great day. Don't let anyone bend it up. Get ready for the Northwest Derby. Cheers, guys.